Okay, let's make a little berry. So we need 2 curvelets, a half square triangle with the berry base and the leaf, and then a squrvelet. So this is going to be our main berry. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add some outer points. But the first thing I want to do is I want to give you a little tip so we can match our seams. And that's going to be just using a little bit of glue, dab of glue right here, and a dab of glue right there. It's very tiny. I'm going to poke that together. Then we're going to match our seam. And what I'm doing is I'm looking right into there to make sure those match up. So when I go to sew it on my machine, I get a nice clean point. Took me a minute to get that out. All right, I'm sewing at in between a scant and a 1/4 inch. I'm not a true 1/4 inch. I'm just 1 thread below that. Go ahead and backstitch. Now, since I'm using glue, sometimes it's a little hard to open it. And so I just use this little pointer from Clover and just opens right up. Let's see how I did. Ooh, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Well, let's see. Let's iron it a bit. I think it might be okay. Yeah, it's fine. Now in my head, these are the white ones with the pink or the red on it. Remind me of the Japanese strawberries that I have been seeing on social media. That costs like $20 a strawberry. All right, now I'm going to stitch the half square triangle and the curve together. Let's see. Oh yeah, those lined up nicely. We'll press. I press my seams open, press as you will. I do encourage seams open when you're piecing your blocks together. I personally think it lays flatter. All right, so now our final, I'm going to do a little glue there in the center and on the end. And then we'll match them together again. Match there. Match in the middle. And then match in the end. I'm going to double check this and make sure. I'm a little off. There. Okay. Here we go. Okay, did it match? Oh, it did not. It's a little bit off. It may or may not bother you. If it bothers you, take it apart and just restitch. If it doesn't bother you, carry on, open your seams, and let's press it flat. I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna press it and see what it looks like. Which you can't even see me pressing, can you? No, you can. There you go. Oh, it's a little off. I'm just gonna unpick that just a bit because I really want these to all line up. It's been something I've actually been practicing. So I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna put my iron. Let's see. Nope. Since I have a pin right here, I'm just gonna poke it in there along the side and hope that holds. So sometimes the glue works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you second guess yourself and redo it. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna call that good. Let's press it. It's such a cute one. I love this star. I think this is Ruby Star. Okay, there we go. There's our little strawberry. She's very cute. Now that we have the strawberry, we will put on the outer edges and the outer leaves. I've got two here, 2 half square triangles. They're cut at 1 inch. I've got a 1 inch by 1 inch square. And then these are about 1 inch by 1 3/4 or 1 inch by 2. You're gonna just do what works for you. 2 is easier in a pattern, so that's what I wrote, but I actually cut it at 1 3/4. I cut it to here. All right, so I'm gonna sew these components together. Now that our other leaves are sewn together, I'm actually going to use a pin now, and I'm going to match up that center seam right there. Put a pin in. And you'll see that I have a little bit of overhang that I'm just going to trim off after I sew it. And when we're working with little seams like this, you can definitely cut precisely. That works for a lot of people. I prefer to overcut, or I prefer to cut larger and then trim down. Okay, let's see how those matched up. They matched up real good. So I'm gonna just trim this right here and then move on to the other side. I will finger press this open right there. And then do the same thing where I match that center seam up. So the center seam looks good. Put a pin in it. I do like to pin when I have a seam like this on the bottom. My machine will catch that and bend that, so I like to put a pin in there just to kind of hold that seam down. You don't need to pin it all. All right, oh cute, right? All right, let's press this. And then we'll trim it up. I have had so much fun with the strawberry, and I cannot wait to see some of the reds that you guys send me. I optimistically cut a bunch of background pieces today in hopes that I'll get a bunch in the mail maybe on Monday or so. I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm super psyched. All right, so you can see now that we just have a little bit to trim off. So I'm gonna do that now. Just using a square edge. Gotta get that real quick. And there is our cute little strawberry. And then this will get added on. You can see here that I've got some strips that I've cut at 1 inch that I will log cabin around, meaning go from one side to another, to another, to another. You can see that here. Have fun making this strawberry. Let me know how your strawberry patches or berry patches are going. Bye, everyone.